What's going on, guys? I'm Brian,
And I'm Jennifer.
and we are here today to talk about all the really cool stuff that has been announced by Marvel. They've announced a lot of stuff. They basically announced all of Phase 4 for the movies, and they announced a lot of late series or new series that's coming to Disney Plus. Because last year was the first year in 10 years that we didn't have any sort of Marvel movies.
It was so depressing.
It was. And they really looked at everything and said, you know what? Because we didn't have anything last year, we're going to give you 3 new series this year, plus 3 movies. And then next year, we're giving you a lot more stuff. And then the year of that, we're giving you way more stuff. So,
but we all have to admit that when we first saw the very first episode of WandaVision and we got to see the intro of Marvel in something we haven't seen before, it felt so good.
Oh, it was amazing.
So good.
Here's the thing. When it was just regular WandaVision, where they were doing like the WandaVision theme song and stuff like that, I'm like, I'm not really too keen. I'm happy that I'm watching Marvel, but it's not really Marvel to me. And then they did the Marvel fanfare. I'm like, yes, that's the Marvel fanfare I want to see for something brand new. So one of the bigger announcements is that Loki is going to be moved to Wednesdays when it releases this June instead of Fridays.
So instead of the June 11th, it's going to premiere June 9th.
Yes.
What is your opinion? Why do you think they did that?
Just to get people talking about it.
You think so?
That, or because something's happening where they're going to be having a new TV show on Friday as well. Or they're going to be bringing something new on Friday as well. Not Marvel, but Disney. So they're just like, hey, just move it to Wednesday and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, right now, there are a lot of shows that is a Disney Plus exclusive that comes out on Fridays.
Yeah.
Like The Mighty Ducks comes out on Fridays. The John Stamos basketball, the Big Shot comes out on Fridays. Then High School Musical, the series, is going to start next week. So I'm wondering if they are so clustered on Fridays that I'm wondering if they want to try to get some traffic in the middle of the week.
Yeah, probably.
Or something, because that was a shock right there. Like, so close to it. They're like, oh, by the way, we're moving it to Wednesdays.
I mean, what was it? Back for Infinity War, they moved the date up like a week. So I mean, it's not the first time that they've done this.
True.
So it's probably just to have like, hey, we're doing this on Wednesday now because this Friday is getting clustered, and it's Loki, so might as well. We're playing tricks on you. We're putting on Wednesday.
Well, is there a new Star Wars TV show that came out for Disney Plus?
Bad Batch. Yeah.
Is that something that comes out each Friday?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet.
I don't know either. But it's probably too big of a cluster, so they moved it. So
the last thing I watched is Mandalorian season 2, and I kind of don't want to watch Star Wars anymore because of how it ended with Rise of Skywalker, and that was just awful. So I mean, I'll still watch Mandalorian because Mandalorian came out after or before Rise of Skywalker, so it didn't ruin it for me. But haven't watched Bad Batch yet. That's animated too. I'm not really keen on the animated Star Wars stuff as well. So, but we're talking about Marvel.
Yeah. Sorry to get off topic. I was just like, that's something else that might be on Fridays that they might want to move it.
So we got Loki coming out in June. And I actually had a conversation with my girlfriend about that because we're watching the entire Marvel universe before Black Widow comes out, and she's really excited to watch Loki. And I said, "You can watch whatever you want, but if I were you, I'd wait until after you see Endgame, because this literally takes place after he takes the Tesseract. Which, by the way, spoilers. After he takes the Tesseract during a behind the scenes thing." Or not a behind the scenes, a flashback thing. He takes the Tesseract and disappears. So there's a huge spoiler thing and I don't want her to spoil it.
That might be the best advice for that. Yeah, she should probably wait because then it'll all make more sense.
Oh yeah, because she's also like, she was telling me today, she goes, I don't really know if I like Loki or if I do like him.
Well, for me,
yeah.
Not to be a buzzkill, but I've never been a big fan of Thor or the Thor movies. It just doesn't really do it for me, and I'm just not really into like the methodical, like, the mythology type stuff.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I'm that excited really to watch Loki. I'm gonna
I'm very
watch it
excited.
because of how incredible WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier was, but I'm like, I don't know.
I think this is because this isn't going to be based on mythology. It's going to be more based on science fiction.
Okay.
Because from what I've heard and from what I've read, they're going to be jumping between different times of existence and stuff like that to try to write things, try to right the wrongs that Loki taking the Tesseract has done to the rest of the times.
Oh.
So it's not really based in mythology. And did you see Thor Ragnarok?
I did.
Okay, so you saw that and you're still not a huge fan of Thor? Because that actually turned me on to Thor.
I liked that movie.
Yeah.
But like the first and the second one, I don't even know if I've really sat down to fully watch the whole thing. It's always been in the background, and I've never even had interest while watching in the background.
They're very serious. They're very serious movies. They try to be extremely serious, even though it's literally the god of thunder from mythology.
Yeah.
If you make him too serious, he's gonna be boring. So they actually let him be less serious in Thor Ragnarok, and that's the Thor that everybody loves.
Yeah.
So we got Loki coming out. I'm super excited for it just because I love Tom Hiddleston. He's been great as Loki. He's been great in anything that he's been in. Even in the Kong movie, and everybody hated him in that because of how stupid they made his character. They made him the badass, brooding character that nobody likes. But I still loved him as because it's Tom Hiddleston. Then we got Black Widow coming out in July, which I'm super excited for because this is supposed to come out last year.
It's been pushed so many times.
Oh yeah.
Poor Scarlett Johansson.
And we got kind of waylaid earlier this year with, late last year with Wonder Woman 84, which was not a good movie at all. It was very, especially compared to the first Wonder Woman, it was a huge disappointment. So I really want to see where this Black Widow movie is coming, because we haven't seen a brand new Marvel movie in over a year. So
I can't talk. The Black Widow movie looks very different from what we've gotten from Marvel. It feels like to me. So it makes me wonder, for that movie too, if I'm going to enjoy it, because I have enjoyed I'm a huge Marvel fan, of course. But I'm wondering what type of route they're going to take it or how it's going to be, because it just seems like a very different movie compared to the other ones.
This is going to be a spy thriller, like how Captain America 2 was a political thriller. This is going to be a lot of spy talk. This is going to, or at least this is my prediction for it. It's going to be a lot of spy talk. It's going to be a lot of covert operations.
I thought you were going to say COVID.
No, I don't want to talk about COVID anymore. Like covert operations. A lot of sneaking around is what I'm guessing until the very end when obviously there's going to be a huge climax. We've seen her suit, which is instead of all black, it's all white. So I'm expecting.
Oh, sorry.
I'm expecting it to be a good movie. Marvel hasn't put the last stinger Marvel put out was in 2008 with Incredible Hulk, and that was still a fairly entertaining movie. Marvel hasn't put out a stinker since. They haven't put out very good movies, but they haven't put out awful movies that will kill the franchise.
Yeah, I'll bomb it. Do you think there is a chance, because this is like part of her origin story, do you think Jeremy Renner is going to somehow be in it at the end?
I don't think this is an origin story. I think this is just an offset of... I think they're going to tell her origin a little bit, but they're not going to go fully into it, because there's rumor that Tony Stark's supposed to be in it.
Really?
So this is supposed to be during some point in the Avengers. During this whole Avengers timeline.
So, like, it could possibly take place when Iron Man 1 was getting taken place, maybe? Or
No, I think it's
before?
after. Or,
Oh,
like,
after.
it's after she got introduced. From what I've seen from previews and reading stuff and seeing predictions and rumors. I mean, rumors are like opinions.
Yeah.
Everybody can see one, and they don't really matter until you see it on the screen. But Tony Stark has been said that he might be in this movie. Um, Again, there's no real knowing until the movie comes out. So who knows? I think it's gonna be a great movie though, especially because I love Scarlett Johansson as an actor. She is a really good actor, and yes, she's not bad to look at.
Have you seen the clip of Chris Evans at some, I don't know if it's a red carpet event or somewhere, and they're talking about her suit, and he's like, "Oh well, she can slip in and out of that pretty easily." When he said that right there, she's not bad to look at. That's what made me think of it.
Yeah, no, Chris Evans is hilarious when it comes to that sort of thing.
Oh man.
You're just like, oh yeah, we're like a couple. Yeah, a couple of friends.
Those two have known each other also forever.
Oh yeah,
they go way back.
I think he might be the only one that didn't get a tattoo because all the original 6 Avengers all got a tattoo of the A. I think he didn't get one. I'm not sure though. He might have. I'm not sure. After this, during the summer of 2021, we have Marvel What If, and basically this is what would happen if Tony Stark didn't get captured. What if the Super Soldier Serum failed? Stuff like that. So this is animated.
I was just about to ask that. Yeah.
Yes, it's an animated series, but it takes place within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They're using characters. I don't think they're going to have their voices, obviously, but they're going to have these characters who I think one of them that I saw is what if Peggy Carter took the Super Soldier Serum. And then we've seen it in the promotional poster. There's the Marvel zombies that are going to be part of this What If, and we're finally going to get what it would be if the Marvel characters turn into zombies.
Oh wow!
So that should be cool. After that, the next thing is Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings. Now, I don't know anything about Shang-Chi.
Me neither.
But the Ten Rings has to do with the Mandarin. They were in Iron Man 1, and they were in Iron Man 3 because they were still the Ten Rings. And what we saw with the Mandarin, from the movie at least, is that he was an actor. He was Trevor something. He was played by Ben Kingsley.
I'm Trevor.
Yeah. He was played by Ben Kingsley, but in a offshoot, a Marvel one-shot, he was broken out of prison by the real Mandarin.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I know a lot of people, the comic book fans, were not happy of how he was portrayed in Iron Man 3.
The reason why is because the Mandarin is probably Tony Stark's best villain. He's the Green Goblin to Tony Stark's Spider-Man, basically.
Oh.
So a lot of people weren't happy with it. I thought it was hilarious, so I was fine with it.
I liked it.
I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with this, because is this where we're finally going to see the Mandarin?
Who knows?
And I want to see how people are going to take it, because it's not Iron Man that's taking on Shang-Chi. Taking on the Mandarin, it's Shang-Chi.
And there has been a trailer put out for this, so make sure you go and watch the trailer. I'll put maybe a little clip of in it, but yeah, make sure you watch it.
Yeah, it's a kung fu movie. So at least it has that.
In November then of this year, the Eternals are coming out. And I know Angelina Jolie's in it, correct?
Is Angelina Jolie in Eternals? I haven't watched that new trailer for Phase 4. I haven't watched anything of it. Eternals. Who is in this? I haven't seen anything for it. Kit Harington. Oh yeah, Angelina Jolie is in it. Okay.
She's gonna be blonde in it. I think I saw from that trailer where they say go to the movies or whatnot?
Yeah, she's Thena. I have no idea about the Eternals. I've never watched anything or read anything about the Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be new for both you and me.
Yeah. I wonder if Mike knows much.
I
Do you
don't
think
know.
he
He hasn't
would?
really. He never really mentions the Eternals. So to me, what this is going to be like is it's going to be like going into seeing Guardians of the Galaxy for the first time. Because I didn't know anything about Guardians of the Galaxy, so my expectations are really low right
In a way that almost be like it might be a lot of people's experience too with the Shang-Chi.
now. Yeah.
So yeah,
My
yeah, I remember that experience. Even like going and seeing Captain Marvel, like you didn't know what to expect because it's like a whole new thing they're introducing to you.
yeah. So I don't know too much about Shang-Chi, so my mind is blank on
Yeah.
both of these. The only thing I know is the Ten Rings, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't know anything about the Eternals, so we're going into this very new.
Mm-hmm. I
Um,
am though looking forward to Spider-Man: No Way Home that comes out in
oh
December.
yeah. Before that though,
Oh, sorry, didn't
before
mean to
that,
jump it.
oh no, you're good. Hawkeye comes out in late 2021.
Oh, it
So this is gonna
is.
be this is gonna be him and Kate Bishop. Because there
They
was a
just
lot of
wrapped filming,
controversy.
I believe.
They just finished.
Mm-hmm.
They just finished. And also Miss Marvel's coming which is not Captain Marvel, how she used to be portrayed. It is Kamala Khan, and she has stretchy powers. She's kind of like Reed Richards. Um, so she's coming out too. I'm pretty sure this is animated. I could be wrong though. And then what you were talking about is Spider-Man 3 No Way Home.
Yes.
I'm super excited for this.
Yes.
Because they've officially announced that Jamie Foxx is coming back as
Oh, they
Electro.
did?
Mm-hmm. Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro. Alfred Molina is coming back as Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. And there's so much speculation, so much rumor that they're bringing these two in from another universe. This is a completely different universe that we're finally going to see the Into the Spider-Verse live. They're going to bring it that, again, this is pure speculation. Because both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield have both come out and said they haven't gotten a contract. They never called them to come and do this. But there's so much stuff going on where we're seeing Electro and Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they try to bring in
They might
Tobey
have been
Maguire?
told to by Marvel.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, there's so much speculation. You need to play it out that you didn't get a contract.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Or else you're gonna have another Tom Holland on our hands.
Until we actually see Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man come on screen with Tom Holland Spider-Man, we have no idea.
Yeah.
But the speculation of having all three of them on screen and then maybe having a live action Miles Morales somewhere is just too much to handle. You're
gonna shit your pants. You can't handle it.
It's a literal nerdgasm, without a doubt. Can you imagine the noise that Mike would be making if he saw Tobey Maguire in a Marvel movie or in a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie?
Oh God!
Can you imagine the noise I'm going to be making if that happens? They're going to be unholy and unhuman. But this is because there's so much speculation. Doctor Strange is going to be a part of this movie as well. And this is going to be in. Yes, Doctor Strange has been confirmed. Benedict Cumberbatch is in it. So much speculation and so much hype around this movie because this is literally the beginning of Phase 4, and from what we can tell, they're going into the multiverse, the quantum realm, where
endless possibilities.
Endless possibilities. They could go to doing Spider-Man Noir, where it's the black and white Spider-Man. They could do Marvel 1602, where it's Renaissance era Marvel. There's so many possibilities they can do with this if they play this off correctly.
Dang.
Especially since the next movie coming out is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
I cannot wait to see this after finishing WandaVision. Like,
Oh
oh
yeah.
my god.
The because if you've watched our WandaVision review, yes, it was very long, but we didn't we didn't do a episode by episode like we did with Falcon Winter Soldier.
We got a good
Um,
audience response from that, so I feel
yeah,
like we did justice. But yeah,
the
Doctor Strange, huh?
the very end of it is showing Wanda as the Scarlet Witch, and she is control. She's basically doing what Doctor Strange does.
Yeah.
She's just as powerful as Doctor Strange, and she's supposedly supposed to be the villain of Multiverse of Madness.
I wonder if Agatha's gonna show up.
I hope so. I hope they bring her theme song back too.
Well, there was rumors that they actually saw her kids on set. Like, so I don't know if it was like a picture got leaked or something.
Mm-hmm.
So the twins might be in this too.
That'd be cool.
I would love that because if you hear at the end of WandaVision, you hear her kids. Mom. So I really hope that whatever that was, if that was real, that it's true that they're in it, because they can't just be like a part of her, you know, memory or a figment of imagination and just be gone permanently.
Yeah. And then we might also figure out what happened to White Vision.
Yeah. He might just come bailing in and
yeah, and actually help. After that is Thor Love and Thunder. Mm-hmm. And this is supposed to have the Guardians of the Galaxy in it.
I can't wait for this because Chris Pratt's gonna be
Guardians of the Galaxy, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, and Natalie Portman as Thor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have our first female Thor.
I can't remember. Is Thor still fat?
You know what's funny? I've seen pictures, like they've leaked pictures of Thor Love and Thunder, and he still kind of has a belly on him. So this might be taking place a little bit after Endgame, so we'll see.
Oh man, yeah, that's May 2022.
Yep.
And we forgot to say Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to be March of 2022.
Yep.
So much stuff.
Oh, they're not. With this, you know what this is kind of like? Because I'll go off topic a little bit. This is kind of like how they kind of oversaturated the market with Star Wars stuff when they first bought Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Every year we were getting a new Star Wars movie, but the reason why people started getting mad about it is because they were basically the same thing over and over. Mm-hmm. With this, they're all different movies. They're all superhero movies, but they're all different types of movies.
A lot of this, too, is the fault of the pandemic. Yes. Filming got paused. Some of this stuff was supposed to come out at a way earlier date. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that was very depressing, but then we're going to get a whole lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Marvel said, here you go. We're putting out 4 movies in 2022, and we don't even know how many series we're going to have by then.
Yeah, it's almost like on those, not talk shows, or like, wait, here's another one, and here's another one. They just keep passing out. Here's more movies.
Yeah, it's like Oprah. You get a card. You get a card. You get a Marvel movie.
Marvel movie here. Marvel movie there. You get a Marvel movie your birthday month. You get one here.
After that, kind of sad to think about. We get Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Mm-hmm. Especially after the death of not even knowing that he was actually sick with Chadwick Boseman.
That was so sad.
That was super sad. I'm interested to see what they're going to do, because I don't know if they're going to recast T'Challa. I hope they do, but I also hope they don't, because I really can't think of another person to play T'Challa.
Yeah, there was an interview somebody did with Anthony Mackie to say, well, you know, the audience knows him from on screen, but you know him from, you know, working as a cast member and have known him. And what's your opinion on if they should replace him or not? Like, because people say, well, they redo Batman movies and they just keep putting new actors in to play Batman. And I believe, if I'm correct, Anthony Mackie was kind of like, he can't be replaced. You know, like, one of those things.
The only reason I'm hoping he doesn't, because I'm hoping they don't, because they have other ways of doing it. I'm pretty sure Shuri becomes Black Panther in the comic books a little bit. But also the story of T'Challa is very, it's grand. It's a very fun journey that you take with T'Challa. throughout his life.
Mm-hmm.
So if they recast him, I won't be super angry about it. But if they don't recast him, I also won't be super angry about it because there's really no right or wrong with this. And really quickly, I want to say, all the fans and for you, Jennifer, we miss Chadwick Boseman.
Mm-hmm.
Chadwick Boseman was so fun to watch as Black Panther. He was really good as Jackie Robinson. He was amazing as James Brown. The man could act, and not even knowing that he had cancer and stage 4 lung cancer, it's insane that he was able to do anything that he did.
Oh, definitely.
So, to his family, if you ever do watch this, our love and our prayers to you. And we miss you, Chadwick.
Mm-hmm. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. After that comes out July 8th, 2022. The Marvels. This is the Captain Marvel sequel, comes out November 11th, 2022. Don't know what this is going to be about. I don't know if they're bringing in Miss Marvel. So that
I believe that what they were showing us, that Miss Marvel is going to be in it.
So then maybe that Miss Marvel in late 2021 is actually a live action show.
See, I believe, and then I'm wondering if it is with Captain Marvel, if what's her name from WandaVision is going to be in it. What's her name?
The girl. Oh, shoot. Rambo.
Yes, Rambo.
Yeah. I can't remember her first name, but Rambo.
Look, she's got powers now, so.
Yeah, she does.
They could be the Marvels.
After that, I'm super excited for this because we haven't seen him since Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ant-Man and Wasp and Quantumania.
Paul Rudd.
You know what's crazy? The 2 Ant-Man movies are possibly in my top 5 of Marvel movies. It fluctuates sometimes.
They're so funny.
They're so good. Especially since Ant-Man and Wasp came out right after Infinity War, after the snap. And it was that lighthearted movie that you really needed after the snap happened.
Him, just the way he portrays it, like when he was brought in Civil War. Oh wow, look at you guys! And then when he's in that end credits scene with Mackie, I forget which movie it is.
He's just awestruck because he's like, man, I didn't think I was gonna be a superhero. Now I am a superhero.
And he's so like nonchalant, like, oh wow.
Yeah. So Paul Rudd's coming back, which I'm super happy about. It's hard not to love a movie with Paul Rudd in it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going into the Quantumverse. They're going further and further, which I'm really hoping they're going to have Hank Pym suit up in the Ant-Man suit, and they're going to give Michelle Pfeiffer more to do instead of just they're going to look for her like they did Ant-Man and Wasp. I hope they're going to give her more to do because she's a legend as Catwoman, and it's cool to see her in a Marvel movie. And then May 5th of 2023, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now,
I just can't wait for this soundtrack. I can't wait to hear what they put in this soundtrack.
I can't wait for that either. Some sad news has recently come out, though. This might be Drax's final movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dave Bautista might be leaving, which would really suck because I'm also a huge wrestling fan. I love seeing Dave Bautista in anything that he can. But I'm super interested in what that's going to be about. Because there's also something somewhere along the line they've announced that they're going to do a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. I don't know if it's going to have the actual cast or if it's going to be animated, most likely animated.
Is that just a Disney Plus thing?
I think so. And then the final one that I don't have on here that was really cool they announced is they've officially released the logo for Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And if anybody's seen the previous Fantastic Four movies, Fanfare Stick was terrible. That was a horrible movie. The previous 2 were campy in a good way. They still weren't great movies, but they were very
ones with
campy.
Evans are good.
They're good, but they're fun to watch. They're not good movies. They're really they're not they're fine movies to watch. They're really not good movies though.
Me and Mike could say otherwise.
I like the movies. Don't get me wrong. I love those old movies.
I have not seen the other Fantastic Four because people crapped on it so much, so I don't know if I want to watch it or not.
It's not a good movie. But with this Fantastic Four coming out, they haven't announced anything else for it. They just showed the logo.
Because they haven't even announced who's going to play who. So
no, they haven't announced who's going to play. They haven't announced who's going to be if it's even going to be Doctor Doom in it. But it's exciting to see that they're bringing in those Fox superheroes, which means at some point we're going to be getting X-Men as well.
Yeah, people kept thinking that WandaVision was the gateway to X-Men.
Yeah, because of Pietro. Because he played.
I wish. I don't know. Maybe that there really is something and they don't want to tell us. But
probably Marvel is probably the best at keeping secrets. Like they really are. Even though the secrets might have already come out, they're just like, no, we're not talking about that. Why would we talk about that? With the Spider-Man thing, and then maybe the X-Men and stuff like that. Well, with
Sam's suit, they put out before Episode 6 came out. They started showing kids' toys online.
Yeah,
they shouldn't have done that. And then the Hallmark ornament book came out, and they showed Falcon the Winter Soldier ornament for this year. And they listed that, and I saw it in the ornament book. I'm like, I can't believe they did this because it doesn't come out till it doesn't come out for a while. So I was surprised they didn't even just say coming soon and leave like a shadow there.
Yeah,
but they put the whole damn uniform, so I knew that was gonna happen.
I think the reason why they did that is because people knew what it was gonna look like, because they actually made it extremely comic accurate. Like this is the most until WandaVision, where Wanda had her actual Scarlet Witch suit. There was comic book accurate suits, but they still had their own flair to the Marvel Universe. Like the Spider-Man logo is like really small here and it flies off and stuff like that. And Captain America's suit changes constantly. WandaVision's suit was a modern version of what her original suit was. This Captain America suit, this Falcon Captain America suit, is possibly the most accurate suit I've seen in all these Marvel movies. Legitimately, it's the most accurate suit I've seen, and so I'm not surprised that they let it get out. I'm a little surprised that they let it out a little bit that early.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised it got out. But with the Fantastic Four coming out, I'm really excited to see if they're going to actually do their original origin, where they went to another dimension and got powers, or if they're going to do something different, and if they're going to let Doctor Doom be Doctor Doom, because Doctor Doom is possibly the best villain in Marvel. Like legitimately, he might be the best villain in Marvel.
Dang.
Because the way they did Thanos was really awesome. They let him be the big bad, but he was also sympathetic because of what he was doing. He felt that he was justified in killing half the universe because he wanted to save the other half. Doctor Doom is just, I'm here for that Latveria. Don't mess with me. And he's super smart and he's super ruthless. And I'm praying that they actually let him do what he's supposed to do. But that's 3-4 years of Marvel that was announced. Yeah. All Phase 4.
Mind blowing.
Oh yeah. They also just announced that they're going to let the Spider-Man movies go on Disney Plus.
Yes.
So they announced that. Which I'm wondering if they're going to do just the Tom Holland ones, or if they're going to put the Tobey Maguire ones and the Andrew Garfield ones in there too.
I'm not sure about that. It's definitely at least going to be like the Tom Holland ones, but I don't know with the copyrights with the other stuff, so don't know.
Because Morpheus just got pushed back again, which is the vampire in the Spider-Man universe. And there was They talked about Falcon, or not Falcon. They talked about Vulture in that, and there was a picture of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in the background in one of the shots. They pushed that back. Venom is coming out in, I think, October. I'm pretty sure, because it's Venom Absolute Carnage. So the sequel to Venom. And I think it's rated R too, which is good. Let There Be Carnage. That is coming out September 24th. So we're getting a Venom movie right before Spider-Man No Way Home. So that could tie in as well.
Who knows?
And of course, there's always still rumor about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2. There's a lot of stuff happening, especially since this past year we haven't gotten anything new. The newest thing we got was, at least when the pandemic started, was The Last Dance, that ESPN documentary. And then at the end of the year, we got a bunch of stuff coming on HBO Max. So here's to more Marvel coming out.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about over the next few years. And I'm so happy just to go back to the movie theaters. And man, I just can't wait. I can't wait to be sitting in that theater for Black Widow and the Marvel fanfare comes up.
Oh man, that's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so nice that I might cry. Literally, I might cry. So, tell us what you're most excited for. Let us know what you're going to think about Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and the next couple Marvel movies coming out, and what you think of the next few series coming out. And we will see you next time.
See you guys.